We just got off of, I think it was a 5-month tour, and I had to come back to the US for my sister's wedding. And then 2 weeks after that, I was still here. My dad had a stroke. I was actually at San Francisco at the time. I mean, my mom called me and says, stay there, they might take him to Stanford. I didn't know what to do. I knew I had to help my dad out. I mean, and I'll be honest, I did not want to do it. I tried to fake it. I'd be here every other day. That's the hours I put, right? My dad's asked me, are you opening the store? I lied to my dad. I told him, Dad, yeah, I'm opening it up every day. The very first memory of coming to the shop and working with my dad was he would pay me a commission for every polish I sold. And I think at that time the polish was probably $1 or something like that. And I mean, little kid, 25 cents commission was awesome, right? And then as things progressed, my dad would, he knew I wanted to get into music. This is many years forward, right? So he gave me the keys to the store. And he told me, here's the keys to the store. I want you to go there and practice anytime you want. But you have to learn a trade. And that's when I really started delving into this and learning the leather side of the business, repairing, making stuff. My dad would always fix this lady's Louis Vuitton handbags. And she came in once, and I think at that time my dad he would come to the store and just kind of hang out. And I remember my dad being there and the lady saying, what happened? And me, I thought I did a good job. I go, what do you mean, what happened? And she goes, the stitching used to be 100% straight. Your dad used to follow all the holes. Did he get sick or something? I says, well, honestly, I did it. My dad did have a stroke. And honestly, that changed everything. She pushed me to do a better job. I was already doing a decent job, but she pushed me to do a better job. It just opened up my eyes to what quality was, really. That was the beginning of the moment. And I really always respected honest criticism, right? Because I think that's how you could excel. A lot of times I'm tired at the end of the day, but it's something about it. You lock up the doors, put on your favorite song or put on your favorite kind of music. You sit there and you polish the shoes. It's very therapeutic. It is. Maybe because you're taking a time out of the day, you're doing something, and maybe it's actually telling the story of your day. You started off with a rugged shoe, let's say, right? You started off with a bad day. At the end of the day, you polish it up, and then now it's shiny. It's new again. That stuff, it's great, but my passion is always in the creation. For me, when I make something, I appreciate it more if they appreciate it than any monetary value. Can't put a price on that. When people walk in here, I kind of like it because they say, oh, is this a shoe repair shop? Sometimes they ask. And I really love that because we're more than just a shoe repair shop. We make handmade pieces, belts, wallets, handbags, shoes, wine carriers. I mean, you name it, we could probably make it. That's where I kind of think, in a way, I have the upper hand in being a repair shop. Because you hear it all. Oh, I wish this wallet had this. Oh, I wish this handbag had this. Oh, these shoes are so uncomfortable. You hear what people want, and you try to make something from that. Making something with your hands out of a blank piece of leather, blank canvas, and creating something out of it is probably one of the greatest feelings. I never realized how cool this art was, because that's what it is. When I came and I started helping my dad, you could just see how much he lit up and how much part of his life was fulfilled. It was his dream to have his son in here working. I said, Dad, why do you like Fresno so much? And he never really answered, but now he doesn't have to answer. I understand that the people here is really what makes this town. When my dad was killed, I had to really decide, is this something I want to continue? Do I want to go back to Italy? This was my chance, right? If I want to go back to Italy, I want to go live there. This is my chance. It took me, I think, a few seconds to say, no, I'm staying. I need to be here. I didn't want to go out in the world and be bigger than I was. Because the more successful you get, the farther away you get from what you want. All I know is that I'm continuing the works my dad did, right? Creating a family legacy. For me, creating music and creating something out of leather, it satiates. right? So when I'm not in Italy, I'm in US, I'm making something, and I'm feeling the creative energy there. I'm being creative. When I'm in Italy and playing, I feel that creative energy there. And it's kind of funny because a lot of times I tell my sister something, oh, I don't want to go, and then once I get there, I don't want to come back, right? It's because I love both of what I do. Shadows, shadows of you and me, reflecting back, make a memory. I walk alone tonight, just ain't right. Stranger without you near. Oh, please don't disappear from my heart tonight. Stranger, stranger than fiction.